Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So this lab record evaluation, Viva and class participation, this 30 marks is purely based on daily evaluation. So try to attend all the lab classes. Then these quizzes we conduct on Moodle online. Okay, I'll conduct on Moodle, and this quiz is a 10 marks, and I'll try to make it I'll make it 20 marks. I'll make it 20 marks. So and that will be conducted in the Moodle online. So and the next is what? This program execution, it is written 20 marks, but it is included in that lab record and class participation and Viva. So 30 marks is over, quiz 20 marks is over. One small program test will be there for 10 marks. That is the distribution of 60 marks in our lab. Do you get it? Any query? Anybody? Hello?
No, ma'am.
Good. Then sessional. In the sessional, again, we will divide into three parts. First is program execution. Some sort of programs will be given from the entire syllabus, and you need to execute it, write it and execute it. That is of 10 marks. Quiz we will conduct of 15 marks, and Viva we will take 15 marks. So this program execution and Viva is how much is 40. This program execution and Viva, I will make it 20 and quiz will be 20. That is the 40 marks evaluation system. Got it?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
then, today's. Today's you have to do, yeah. I think I have sent you one lab manual to you all. Hana? Have you seen the mail?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see in the lab manual. First one is there or not. Program test 20, Viva 10 and quiz 10. Yes. Yes, same program. Okay. Same thing. So you open up everyone the lab manual. First of all, you try to do this structure program in C. In C. Then I will tell you how to do in C++. Can you do it? First one is write a program to input name, roll number, marks in 5 different subjects for a single student and display it. Okay, it is easy. Write a program to input name, roll number, marks in 5 different subjects for n number of students. Then write function to calculate total marks, percentage and all that. Okay. Then third, write and the program to enter ID, name, age, basic salary of n number of employees, calculate gross salary of all employees and display it along with their details in tabular form using pointer to structure. So all three concepts array of structure variable, second one, first one is simple structure, second one is array of structure variable, third one is pointer to the structure variable. Do you remember all three? Hello?
I pointed to structure little bit. Can you please?
Pointer to structure you don't remember? Same thing in case of structure variable, if you are going to access any data member, what we are writing? Structure variable dot operator that member. In case of pointer, we have to write structure pointer, arrow operator, then the data member. Only thing is that we have to use arrow. That's it. Still, you first execute first two. If you will find difficulty in third, then I'll let you know. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then do it. Start doing it. You open up your lab manual and start doing first two, and whoever will get difficulty in third, I'll do it. I'll let you know. Oh, damn. Got it. Noted. So I'm just stop my presenting. You start implementing. And if anybody having any query, you may ask now. Some people are left the meeting. Okay. We will see.
Hello. Good. Thanks.
Ma'am, ma'am,
Yes.
I mean, first question, what is the number of students? Is it one or?
In the question 1, only single student.
Okay, ma'am.
In question 2, more than one student.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, we need to print in, ma'am, we need to print in main only, right?
I asked you to write the program in C first, then I'll let you know how to write in C++. ଯଶବନ୍ତ sir and ପ୍ରିୟମ୍ବଦା madam ଅଛନ୍ତି? Hello.
Hello?
Morning, ma'am.
हाँ ପ୍ରିୟମ୍ବଦା madam हाँ ଅଛନ୍ତି अच्छा sir madam ଟିକେ ଦେଖୁଥିବେ ମଝିରେ ମଝିରେ ପଚାରୁଥିବେ।
हाँ मैडम मैडम आपन पाखे से रूल्स को लाभ मानता अछि मते पठेइ थांते
ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍ ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ ଆଉ ଥରେ କହିଲେ
ऊपर लाभ मानुआलटा
ମତେ କଣ ପାଇଁ ଶୁଣା ଯାଉନି କିଛି
आपण इको होची कोन वॉइस टा इको होची आपनकर
Madam, double connection असली?
ହଁ ପୁରା ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଡବଲ ରେ କନେକ୍ଟ କରିନି ବଟ୍ ଆଇ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ନୋ କାହିଁକି ଇକୋ ହଉଛି ମୁଁ କରୁଛି ଦେଖୁଛି ସେ ଟ୍ରବୁଲ ସୁଟିଂ କରୁଛି ବୋଲି ହିଁ ଆପଣ ମାନଙ୍କୁ କହିଲେ ଟିକେ ଦେଖୁଥାନ୍ତୁ ବୋଲି
हाँ मैडम ठीक अछि
ହୁଁ ଏବେ ଇକୋ ହଉଛି ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ ଏବେ ଇକୋ ହଉଛି କି
ना ना मैडम इको होनी।
नहीं होन मैडम हाँ मैडम मु कहली आपन बा जो उप्स लाभ मानटा अछि टिके मेल करथांदे की कारण नुवा नुवा सब माने चेंज हेछि बोधे हम पाखरे न्यू टा नाही
ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍ ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, in question number 2, it said that we have to write functions to do the
Hmm.
following programs, means
Hmm.
total marks and percentage and
Hmm.
four there.
Hmm.
So, means we will make 4 functions like that.
Yes, yes. You have to make
Means,
4 different functions. It
means
is
that
written
four
the
functions.
functions, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So that 4 functions will be there in that one program only, or we need to write 4 different programs
No, no,
for
no.
that.
In one program, there will be main function, 4 functions you have to write, and data have to call.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Means all the 4 will be there in one program only.
In one program. Okay.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Got it.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
না না ମୁଁ ଟେଷ୍ଟ କରୁଛି।
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Devasmita.
Ma'am, actually, I have a problem in my code.
What happened? Just share your screen.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, this is my program, the first one.
Hmm.
I have written in C only.
Okay. What happened?
Ma'am, I'm doing the struct student and I have declared it and it is not compiling
In
actually.
the structure, you just after the curly brace, you just give the semicolon. The struct student, whenever it is there, not there.
Oh,
After the curly brace.
right, sorry.
Hmm.
It is showing some errors.
Student A is not that. It is struct student A. Inside main function, you just write struct student A. Have you forgotten? Hmm?
Actually, I think
Hmm. And the semicolon is not there in the 28th line. Yes.
I did the semicolon there.
Hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Stop sorry.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
What happened?
Ma'am, in question number 2, there we have to do it for n students. So, ma'am, that n number student we have to do in array, we have to do that dynamically.
No, not dynamically. Just enter the n, any value n. Okay.
Then can we take 5?
Yes, any n value. You just take one value int n and n का value entry करो. Then accordingly you have to do.
Okay.
Hello class, am I audible? Hello,
Yes.
have you completed the first program?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Is there anyone there who has not completed yet the first one?
Yes, ma'am, there's some problem, ma'am. Can I share?
What problem?
No, it is
Means
taking
some
out.
error is there.
No, not showing any error, but I have make a loop of 5 marks, but it's showing only 2 marks.
It's showing only 2 marks.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
show me over here. Share your screen.
Is it visible, ma'am?
It's coming. Just a minute. Struct student int marks, but int marks so you have taken only one one data member, na? Array is not there. Then in the student, where is the roll number, name? Those are also not there.
It has only one student, that's why I have not put in struct.
You have to put in, na? Otherwise, what for we have created the structure for the student. The struct part, it's like a format. That means the table, first column, first row. That what field you need to consider for the student information.
Okay, ma'am.
So every student is recognized by or characterized by these many attributes. What are the attributes? Roll number, name and marks in 5 different subjects. So that means for each student, you have to enter roll number, name, and marks in 5 different subjects. If you won't put within the structure, then how you will enter for each student the same information?
Okay, ma'am.
Getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you stop here, and everyone, if you have completed the first program, let's see how to do it in C++, and also we will discuss what is the difference, basic difference, structure in C and structure in C++. Structure in C, the basic one you know. Then structure in C++, we will see with respect to this program, the first program. Okay. So I am also creating the structure. So structure means we have to find out for what entity, for what object we are creating the structure one. For example, book. Book can be a entity. So we need to find out what attribute of the book needs to be considered to keep the information of each book. So each book can be characterized by or represented by what are the attributes? Book title, book author, number of pages, who is the publisher, what is the price, and how many quantity you are maintaining. So for each book, we have to enter these sort of information. So we have to keep those attributes inside the structure. Similarly, the first question about to create a structure for student, to keep the student information of a single student. So already you people have done structure in C, using structure in C. Now I will tell you how to do it in structure in C++. Now first of all, what I'll do, in case of C++, you should know that the header file is IOStream because the C++ is an object-oriented programming language. Most of the things has been done in form of class and object, as we know that C programming, that is a procedure-oriented programming. So in C programming, we basically do lot of the things using the procedures or the functions. So that's why we are including stdio, standard input output header file, so that we can use built-in function printed, scanf to take the input and to display the output. Similarly, in C++, yes.
Ma'am, are you sharing the screen?
It is not said.
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay. I have not written anything, just I am discussing. Okay. Now I am sharing it. Now in C++, what happened? We have to do everything in terms of class and object. Most of the things in terms of class and object. That's why the header file is IOStream. IOStream is a class. IOStream is a class. So what we'll do, this IOStream is a class. We need to create the object of iStream class, to take the input, and object of OStream class to display the output. Okay? IOStream, have you understood? All of you?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And details, your class teacher, whoever is taking theory, the sir or man will make you understood in details in the class. Just for the time being, for your understanding, I am telling. IOStream is a class where it consists of iStream class, OStream class. Whenever we need to take input from the keyboard, we have to use the object of iStream class, that is Cin. To display the output on the monitor or display screen, we have to use the object of OStream class, which is Cout. Now, this is about IOStream. That's why we are including it. Next is about using namespace std. Each and every C++ program, we have to write these two. One is has include IOStream. Second one is using namespace std. The namespace is a space created for all the variables that you are going to use in your program in a different space. That's why we have to write using namespace std. Got it, class? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you explain it again?
Now,
Using
which
namespace
one?
STD. Using namespace STD.
Namespace STD, it will create a space for each of the naming identifier. Naming identifier means it could be a function name, it could be a variable name, it could be a structure name, it could be a class name, whatever names that you are going to use in your program, that all the names are going to be stored in the namespace. Why it is stored separately in the namespace, you will come to know while you are going for using function overloading, local variable, global variable, and all that. Then we will come to know that is the use of namespace over there. For the time being, you only remember that it is a space created STD for the standard in input output, whatever identifier names or naming identifiers we will use in our programs, that all names will be stored in a different space. That is the namespace. That's why the name is called namespace. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now we'll create the structure for the student. So same syntax, struct, then the structure name student. We have to go for opening braces and we have to include all the data members or all the attributes that needs to be characterize the student. So in the programs, it is specifically mentioned that you have to include roll number, name, and marks in 5 different subjects. So we will include those only. So what we will write? We will write character, name with some size, then roll number, then marks. You can take float array, you can take integer array as well. So int marks, I'll put 5 different subjects, so 5. So these are my data members. Then the difference between structure in C and structure in C++ that in structure in C we will include only the attributes or fields or data members. But in case of structure in C++, we can include both. We can include both the attribute as well as the member function. The data member as well as the member function. Okay. So what are the member function? Let's say in this program what we need to do? We need to input and we need to display. So void get data. I'll write a function here. I can define also here. What I write? Cin. What is Cin? Cin is to take the input. Cin is to take the input. So before that, I print a message. Cout. What? Enter roll. What is that? Enter name first is there. Enter name, roll number, and marks. I जैसे हम लोग प्रिंट करते हैं पहले मैसेज की and to prompt the user you have to enter name, roll number and marks. Similarly, you have to use cout is the object of ostream class. Then insertion operator double less than is called insertion operator because we are inserting the string which is within the double quotation into our output stream. Class, we understood the cout function?
Yes.
Sorry. The cout statement?
Yes.
Yes. Cout is the object of which class?
Ostream.
Ostream class. Double less than is called which operator?
Insertion operator.
Insertion operator. Why it is called insertion operator? Because it is inserting the string which is enclosed within double quotation onto a output screen on the standard output device. So this is the way we have to write cout statement for printing anything on the monitor or standard output device. If this is understood, let's move to the next. How to take input from the keyboard. Cin extraction operator, double greater than. Cin is the object of which class? iString class. Then the double greater than is called extraction operator. It is extracting values from the standard input device, which is keyboard. That's why it is called extraction operator. What we need to extract? We need to extract name, semicolon. We can extract roll number, semicolon. We can extract marks. Now for marks you have taken array. So for that what we can write? We can write a for loop. So for, yes.
No format specified here.
No. Here it is the beauty that no format specifier is being used. Format specifier used when we are using function. But this is what? This is the object. We are writing a input statement using object, then the operator. So here only it will take the variable name. No format specifier, no spacing, nothing.
Can we write this Cin name and Cin roll in one line only?
Yes, you can write. I have written in a different statement. You can also write Cin extraction operator name extraction operator roll. Like this also you can write. So more than one values also you can extract by adding extraction operator variable name, extraction operator variable name. Clear?
Yes.
Then we need to now enter the marks. So I write for int I equals to 0, I less than, here it is specified 5, so I am writing 5, I plus plus. Within this what we'll write? Cin statement. We are entering the mark. What we'll write? Cin extraction operator. What is the variable? Marks. And with the subscript I, because it is the array. Marks of I. So each time the I value is getting incremented and we are keep on entering the marks in one subject, two subject, three subject, like this. So this is how we are entering. So everything I have enclosed within a get data functions. And this get data function is keeping inside the student structure. Because in the C++ we can keep both the data member and the member function all together within the structure. Now, display. In the first program, only we have to input and we need to display. So one function I have written for get data, one function I have written for the display data. So here also we will display. So cout, what I will write here, name equals to name cout, and also for new line either you can give here endl or else you can write roll number equals to roll, and you can give your double quotation slash and double quotation like this. You can write endl, you can write slash.
So when we will write the endl, then we have to put an extra semicolon.
Yes, yes. Okay. And about endl, again there is a concept, manipulators. That manipulators will also you will learn in your theory class. What are the manipulators available? How to use the manipulators? And here this endl, to use endl, we have to keep on giving one more insertion operator because this will enter a new line character into your output screen. That's why we have to give. Then if you don't want to use and then for the time being, you can also use the slash n within double quotation for the new line that we will keep on using in C. Clear?
We have to put two semicolons after and then.
Yes. Every time each variable or each value will be separated by a insertion operator or extraction operator. If it is C out,
Comma.
The terminator
where is the comma?
Terminator
Where is
operator.
the-
Yes, ma'am.
Not getting. Where is the
No,
comma?
you were using two semicolons on that one you were asking. After and one.
Okay. By mistake given. Okay. Now is it okay? Whatever is written? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Now marks equals to. So mark equals to what we'll write here? Because we need to display the array values. So for again I'll write the same int I equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. And then I'll display cout. What is that? Variable name is marks, then I. And after printing each, I'll give a tab space. So /t. So /t, you know tab space. So /t. So it will show you marks equals to then all the 5 values with a tab space, and tab space. Then your display time is over. Now what we'll do? We will close the structure. How to close the structure? By putting semicolon. So structure part is over. Now we will go to the main. So we'll write now int main. Then here. Once the structure declaration is over, what we need to do? We need to create structure variable. So to create structure variable in C, the syntax is struct structure name, then the variable S. But in case of C++, no need to write struct keyword. No need to write struct keyword. Simply write down the structure name, which is student over here, then the variable name, which is S, semicolon. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Struct keyword. Struct is not required to declare a structure variable class. Is it understood?
Yes.
Now, what we need to do now? For that means S is a student. For that student, we have to enter the information. Now, for entering the information, we have written a function get data, member function of the structure. So, what we'll do to access the any member of the structure through the structure variable? What we need to write? Class.
S dot
Yes. S dot member name. So here member is member function. So S dot get data, though it is a function, parenthesis semicolon, and empty parenthesis because it's not taking any input. Then input is done. Next, for this student S, we need to display the data. For that also we have written a member function, and to access the member function of the structure through the structure variable, again the same thing. Structure variable S dot function name or the member function name, display that. Semicolon. Return 0. Program is over. Anybody any query till now? Hello.
And these functions we cannot write inside a structure in C, na?
Now,
Okay.
have you written? In C, we are not writing function inside the structure, na? But in C++, we can. That is the changes structure in C++. Same concept is there. Along with that, some advanced features is also there. So let's execute now. Enter name, roll number and marks it is asking. For whom? For the student S. So I'll enter. So you can see it is showing name equals to Meenakshi, roll number equals to 100 and marks equals to 80, 75, 64, 98, 82. This way I want to show it. So this is the things. Before S dot display, if you want to write student information, so you write down Cout /n student information. So that before displaying anything, first it will show you student information, then it will show you name, roll number and marks. Anybody, any query in this program? Is it clear to all of you? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Ah,
ma'am, suppose we have a particular operation in the program where we need to use a function over and over again. So that particular function can be used outside the struct data. Like, can we use it somewhere else? Like, suppose we are finding out the factorial of a particular number. So we can we write a separate function for that and call it from name or the struct or the structure.
in that case, that factorial function will be totally act as the outsider function, and the way we are using function in the main, like that only we will use it. But through structure variable, we can't access it. Through structure variable,
we can't access that function.
How will access? Because these get data and display data are the member of the structure, because that is declared within defined within the structure. And the factorial function that you are talking about, that you will write outside the structure. So someone is outside the structure, it will be treated as a normal user defined function, the way we are using in C.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Isn't it? और कुछ समझ में आया इसका मतलब ये प्रोग्राम?
Yes.
Yes. So now I'll modify this one for the n number of students. So where do you
Can you share this program?
Ma'am, if we want to just declare a function under the structure and define it elsewhere, so how can we do that?
Sorry, not getting you.
If we want to declare just a function under the structure, and we want to define that function elsewhere, outside the structure.
Elsewhere means outside the structure.
Yes, ma'am. So how
Yes,
can
you
we
can
do
do
that?
it. इसका मतलब है थ्योरी क्लास में क्या करोगे तुम लोग? ठीक है, ये definition part I'm just taking out, Control X. I'm putting here is semicolon. I'm keeping it outside of the structure. Then again for the display data also I'm just got the definition part, putting only declaration part and keeping outside the structure. So here to define the member function outside the structure, we have to remember the syntax. What is the syntax? Return type of the function, member function, which is void. First one is get data function. I am defining outside the structure. So the return type of get data function is what? Void. Then the structure name. What is that? Student. Then we are accessing the member function outside the structure. So we have to use scope resolution operator, double colon. Then the function name. What is the function name? Get data. Then parenthesis. This is how we need to define the member function of the structure outside the structure. So return type of getData function is void. Then the structure name, which is student, scope resolution operator, which is double colon, then the member function getData, then parenthesis. Similarly, you tell me, if I will define the display data outside the structure, what would I have to write here?
Void student colon
Yes.
display data.
Yes. The void is the return type, student is the structure name, scope resolution, display data, then empty parenthesis. This is how we have to write. Let's execute again.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
Ma'am, how will this display data get the marks and roll number and all because it is outside?
अच्छा, मान लो तुम्हारे घर में जो एसी, वॉशिंग मशीन, ये सारे हैं, दोज आर एट्रीब्यूट. और जो हम लोग कौन ऑपरेट करेगा? जो मेंबर ऑफ द दैट फैमिली है ना.
यस मैम.
तो उसको एक्सेस करने के लिए वो सारी चीज क्या किसी की परमिशन चाहिए? नहीं ना, क्योंकि जो भी घर के मेंबर है दे कैन एक्सेस, बट लेट योर फ्रेंड नीड टू एक्सेस इट, then it needs either your permission or your any family member permission, isn't it?
Yes ma'am.
Similarly, you can see within the structure I have kept the attribute name, roll number, marks. Those are like your AC, washing machine and all. Get data and display data are the operation which is need to be performed on this, and these are also defined inside the structure. So these are like members. So a member of the structure can access other member of the same structure, isn't it?
Yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. Understood.
That's why it can directly access. But while we are trying to access the member function of the structure outside the structure within the main function, you can see we need to create a structure variable, and through the structure variable dot operator we are accessing any member of the structure. So here I am accessing the getData function, so s.getData. If you want to access name, s.name. If you want to access roll number, s.roll number. If you want to access display data, s.display data. Any member of the structure you can access within the main function, outside the structure, using the structure variable and dot operator. Am I clear?
Yes ma'am.
Now, तो अभी हमने क्या किया है? The member function को हम लोग बाहर define किए हैं, and still it is working. Let's give the input and let's check again. See, now this time it is showing student information, name, roll number and marks. Correct?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the same program I will make for n number of students. So what I will do?
Ma'am,
Yes.
I'm facing a problem while taking the input. Can I share my screen?
While taking input.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute. I'll just finish this one quickly, then I'll see it. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So what I need to do, I need to make this program to run for n number of students. So what I'll do, I'll take int n. I'll take int n. Then I'll ask the user, enter number of student information you need to get. So C in and then student S. S means one student and I have to make it n number of students. So S square bracket n, that is array of students or n number of students. Now for each student matlab means what? S of I. S of 0 is one student, S of 1 is second student, S of 3 third student. That means for each student I need to call getData function to enter the information of a student. For each and every student I need to call displayData function to display the information of the students. So in both the cases I have to call getData function for each student S0, S1, S2, S minus 1. So I have to use for loop. So for int I equals to 0, I less than what? N, I plus plus. And within this for loop, I will call what? GetData function. For whom? For each student. Each student means what? S of I. Class, are you all following this one?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is done. Now what? Now display. See out student information. Then I need to call displayData for each student again. So what I need to do? Again, for each student means for loop. So I just copy and paste over here. Yes. Now I will call the displayData for each student. So each student means S of 0, S of 1, like S of I. Done. So this is I have made for n number of students. I am not going to run this program. You do it. So what I'll do, I'll write this one structure in C++ along with array of structure variable. Anybody, any query you may ask.
And in the printing part, we can print both the thing under the same array, same loop.
Sorry, can't get it. Once. Yes.
Ma'am, under the main function, we can do the both. We can call the function by the same loop. Only one for loop.
By the same loop. One loop.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So in that case, what will happen? You will enter one student information, then it will display the same student information. You will enter second student information, then it will display the second student information. Like this, it will be keep on. Like if you want to go for a lunch, first they will give you rice. You will eat the rice completely. Then they will give you dal. Then you will eat completely the dal. Then they will give you curry. It will be look nice, or at a time they will give you all the things all together. Then we will start eating. How we will do it?
Okay.
Got it, na? Yeah. Yes. I hope it is clear to everyone. Array of structure variable to do in C++.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now some student has asked for dynamic memory allocation or through pointer, structure pointer. So if I have to make modification here, then what I'll do? So what I'll do? I'll make S is to be a pointer, because dynamic memory allocation means what? We will make a pointer. So what is a pointer? Star. Student star S equals to. Now अगर तुम्हें malloc यूज करना है C का, तो उसके हिसाब से लिखेंगे, लेकिन हम C++ कर रहे हैं तो new operator हम लोग यूज करेंगे. So why to go for malloc? Let's go for new operator. So here to allocate memory dynamically in C++, there is an operator called new. To deallocate, there is an operator delete. So
I'm going to use new. Then, what kind of memory you want to create? Tell me.
Student type.
Student type. So new student. The type is student. How many memory I will create?
N.
N. For n number of student I will create memory. So student star s equals to new. कौन से टाइप का? स्टूडेंट टाइप का. कितना मेमोरी? n मेमोरी. तो स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में n. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Hello.
Please explain it once again.
Once again. मान लो मुझे यहाँ पे इंटीजर एरे क्रिएट करना होता डायनेमिकली, तो हमने क्या लिखना होता? int star p equals to new operator. Which kind of memory I need to create? Integer memory. So new int. How much memory array size or how much integer memory I need to create? N size. So like this I have to write. Is it understood?
Yes.
Similarly, here we have to create and you need to create dynamically structure variable. तो हमें क्या करना होगा? कौन से टाइप का पॉइंटर चाहिए? स्टूडेंट टाइप का. So student star s equals to new operator. कौन से टाइप का? स्टूडेंट टाइप का. कितना चाहिए? n चाहिए. तो उसके हिसाब से हमने लिख दिया. अभी ये समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes.
Yes.
ओके. ना अभी ये तो डायनेमिक मेमोरी एलोकेशन हो गया, लेकिन एक्सेस कैसे करेंगे? एक्सेस करने के लिए तुम लोग को पता होगा कि थ्रू स्ट्रक्चर पॉइंटर if we are trying to access any structure member, then the syntax is structure pointer arrow operator member. So here si instead of dot I will give arrow because s is the pointer over here. Similarly, here also arrow operator. That's it. Let's run. Has non-pointer type. Oh, sorry. S of S of I star. You can. Net getting slow. Just a minute.
Ma'am, this first bracket one.
So, ma'am, why S plus I?
We'll see. I'll let you know. Array of student memory will be allocated and the base address of the first memory that will be allocated to S. So, and each of the memory location again subscripted by 0, 1, 2 like this. So S of I is that base address plus 0. So first student memory, then second student memory like that. But why it is happening? Why it is keep on taking the time? Okay, for the time being, I'm just sending you the programs. You do it. Sent. Whatever programs that I have sent, executed by yourself. For the time being, I'm seeing it. Okay?
Ma'am. Ma'am, for question number 2, part C, display the details for all the students having percentage in a given range. Ma'am, in this range, we have to put in, or how do we do it?
Where? There is so many noise are there. I could not hear. See, display the details for all the students having percentage in a given range. Percentage you need to calculate, and at the time of displaying, you can display.
No, ma'am, I'm saying the range we have to give in, or we just keep displaying.
Give it. You have to decide. It's not given, so you have to decide.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, we have to submit these codes anywhere or?
What is that? Classroom.
Yeah.
Classroom you join
In Google Classroom, yes ma'am. Ma'am, right now only we have to submit, or you will give us some time?
10:28 today you need to show it. Time will be given to upload into the classroom. Okay.
Okay ma'am.
And within that time period.
From which code? To C++ code or C code also?
C++ and C for the structure only.
Okay.
Acha.
Okay.
Class
The
that
three
GDB,
that was in the lab manual, no.
Class, the GDB is, I think, is having some problem. It's not working now. So I'm just executing in another online editor. And here it is working fine. You can see here. Okay. The only changes what I made, that S plus I arrow. That if you are going to use the pointer, you have to use the arrow operator. So S is the base address, I is the cell name, which cell, then arrow operator get data. It is working well. You can see the output in the right hand side. This one. This is the input and this is the output. Input I have given. And there are 3 students. Name is Meena. Roll number is 100. Then 5 subject. Then second student is Tina. Roll number is 101. And the marks are given. Then the third student is Reena. Roll number is 102. And the marks are given. And below you can see it will become like this. Student information, name, roll number, marks. Then again name, Tina, roll number, marks. Then again name, Reena, roll number, marks. So only I will include slash n over here. And let's see. The name is coming as differently. Now you can see. Now you can see it is coming perfectly. First student information, name, roll number, marks. Second information, name, roll number, marks. Third student information, name, roll number and marks. Is it visible to all of you? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, is it understood, class?
Yes.
Okay. Now this program also I am sending in the mail.
And do we have to upload it today in the Google Classroom?
Yes.
Okay.
First of all, you all try to complete the programs. All 3 concepts I have explained. How to do structure in C++, simple structure, then RF structure variable, then your through pointer, how you will do it. So all 3 I have done. So now it is your turn to complete the today's assignment and show it to your lab teachers. They will evaluate it and by 11:30, by 11:30 you have to upload it in the Google Classroom with input and output. Got it? In a Word file, write lab 1 assignment, date, name, roll number, then the code that you have written with input, with output and upload into the Google Classroom. Got it?
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, as this is our first class, can you please extend the time duration? From next class onwards, we will submit.
Already program, so I have already
Yes, ma'am.
given.
We are finding it difficult.
Okay, do it.
For the first class.
Today's class, do it.
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, ma'am. From next class, we will be submitting our assignment.
But execute the program, the assignments.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Until tomorrow, task.
First you implement in today's class and show it to the management, sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, can we submit the codes in the C only, or we have to compulsorily do it in the C++?
Both in C++ as well as C.
Okay, sir.
Anyone complete?
Hello, sir. I had a doubt while running.
Hello.
Sir, while running this program, an error is coming, sir. Can you help?
Yeah, hey.
Hello. Sir, can I present the screen?
Yes.
Sir, this printf line is never getting executed. I don't know why. While running, sir.
Still not getting your program.
Sir, can you see the presentation?
प्रेजेंटेशन
Sir,
अभी तक नहीं आ रहा है स्क्रीन में.
sir, wait a second. Sir, now can you see?
Still not coming.
Sir, never mind. I'll stop. I'll try it. I don't know why it's not coming.
Okay, students, I hope my screen is visible again for the attendance call. Let me take the attendance, then you will complete your programs. Soon it is must to show your lab teacher, then you leave. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Respond to your roll call and see. Whenever I am calling your roll number, at the same time only you respond. After taking the attendance, don't tell me about any excuses. Now, respond to roll call. Roll number 40, 68,
Present, ma'am.
1001,
Present, ma'am.
2,
Present, ma'am.
12, 137,
Present, ma'am.
198, 358,
Present, ma'am.
367,
Present, ma'am.
368,
Present, ma'am.
459,
Present, ma'am.
147,
Present, ma'am.
147, Sanidhya Mohan.
Yes, ma'am. Present, present.
543,
Present, ma'am.
577, 592,
Present, ma'am.
619,
Present, ma'am.
666,
Present, ma'am.
668,
Present, ma'am.
698,
Present, ma'am.
711,
Yes, ma'am.
716,
Present, ma'am.
1041,
Present, ma'am.
770,
Yes, ma'am.
772,
Present, ma'am.
815,
Present, ma'am.
929,
Present, ma'am.
943, 943, Shreyasi, 980,
Present, ma'am.
990,
Present, ma'am. 990.
210,
Present, ma'am.
106,
Present, ma'am.
323,
Present, ma'am.
327,
Present, ma'am.
357,
Present, ma'am.
358,
Present, ma'am.
365,
Present, ma'am.
397, Anubhav Bhaumik, 407,
Present, ma'am.
428,
Present, ma'am.
432,
Present, ma'am.
453,
Present, ma'am.
584,
Present, ma'am.
604,
Present, ma'am.
652,
Present, ma'am.
757,
Present, ma'am.
891,
Present, ma'am.
206,
Present, ma'am.
224,
Present, ma'am.
233,
Present, ma'am.
235,
Present, ma'am.
353,
Present, ma'am.
365, Soumya Sinha, 412,
Present, ma'am.
477,
Present, ma'am.
494,
Present, ma'am.
556,
Yes, ma'am.
558,
Present, ma'am.
580,
Present, ma'am.
669,
Present, ma'am.
703,
Present, ma'am.
716,
Present, ma'am.
760,
Present, ma'am.
777,
Present, ma'am.
784,
Present, ma'am.
786, Vivash, 792,
Present, ma'am.
794,
Present, ma'am.
795,
Present, ma'am.
807,
Present, ma'am.
810,
Present, ma'am.
813, Priyansh, 833, 842, 847,
Present, ma'am.
850,
Present, ma'am.
868,
Present, ma'am.
951,
Present, ma'am.
963.
Present, ma'am.
मैम चैट बॉक्स में 2 लोगों ने लिखा है, उनका माइक प्रॉब्लम है।
काम नहीं कर रहा. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Roll number 365. Soumya Sinha.